And yes, welcome back to Ed Hunts. So today, back at the boot fairs, and yeah, you can see it's a little bit darker than it was last week as the clocks went forward today. So it is currently 2 minutes past 6. Don't know if that's fast. And yeah, we're gonna go Pedham, and I've got a couple of things to sell, but they're gonna go onto Ben's stall, so we don't have our own stall today. As I'm here with Dan. I don't know if you can really.
Hello.
I don't think you can really see him though, it's a bit dark. But yeah, we're just approaching the boot fair now. We're literally like a minute away, so yeah, see you at the boot fair. How much are the games, mate, on the 3DS?
£2.
£2? What's that?
Does he work? Missed.
You want, mate?
Okay.
Quite a few like I do you.
Alright. How much you want the Guitar Hero?
Pound for that. Thank you, mate. Have a good day. Yeah?
Andrew, man. Right, we are at Honeydale. Let's check it out. Got a fine tooth comb like every store. How much on your case, mate? Yeah, I'll do that. Go on, mate. How much are the games?
It's this fellow over here. 1 minute, I'll ask him.
Oh, mate.
I've got some Wii games.
I've got a Wii here as well, so I'm going to sell it all with the Wii.
Oh, you don't want us any of the games separately, no?
What ones did you want?
I wanted this Sports Island and this newer Just Dance game. That's it. Just these two.
Yeah, he wants 2 games.
That's it.
£5 each.
It's all good.
Yeah. £50 the speakers, mate.
£3. Right, Jason. How you doing?
I'm right, mate.
Sorry about that, man. I didn't mean to say that. Been up, Pedham?
No, I think I've here today.
It's rubbish, man. There's nothing down there anyway. that?
Yeah.
Oh.
The Xbox DVD.
Is that just the boxes that you got there?
Yeah.
Yeah. How much you want just for the box? And we're back. So, just got back from the second set of boot fairs of the season. And I've got to say, yeah, today was definitely not as good as the first week. Like the first boot fair we went to, I think when we got there, like, because of the clock changes, it was like pretty dark when we got there. So like, because the previous week was actually like really nice, really bright. But when we got there this week, it was really like misty. It was really dark still, so it was actually quite difficult. Like visibility was terrible. I didn't really have a light with me. Like Dan was kind of shining his light when he could, and yeah, I just didn't find that much at the first boot fair. But then the second boot fair, even though it was like a lot smaller, actually managed to find like some half decent bits. So I'm going to go through that, and we've also got a couple, like a very, very few amount of charity shop pickups, and I've got a couple of last week's last week's boot fair pickups to go through as well, which I didn't have with me. So first, let's go through this week's pickups. Now the games that I've got, they're not fantastic. One of them is going to go in collection, and most of them will be for resale. So I've got 2 DS and 3DS games. This guy had like loads of games for sale, all £2 each. He was a cool guy, but most of it was fodder, to be fair. But it was alright. I still got a few things off him. So the first game I got off him was Kung Fu Panda Showdown of Legendary Legends. Now I'm picking up more 3DS titles at the moment, just because of the closure of the eShop, and I think it's just like for me it's going to be one of the handheld consoles of the future to collect, because I believe that like a lot of these games are going to be really hard to come by, because obviously they're small. There's like the paperwork goes missing like quite quickly as well, because obviously the kids are throwing it about. So yeah, if you can find 3DS games in nice condition, if they're a couple of quid, I'd always pick it up. So yeah, Kung Fu Panda. And then we've got Owen Coulter's Artemis Fowl. Now this one was kind of just a random pickup. I didn't know much about it. I think it's a book. It's an 6 interactive books. So maybe I'll even read it. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, it's complete. It's all in there. It's only £2, so not too bad. Not too annoyed about that one. So then we've got Guitar Hero Live. For the Xbox One. Now this is only the game, it's only £1. Obviously this is pretty worthless without the guitar, but it's good to have, because if I ever do find the guitar, then I've got the game to go with it. So that's Guitar Hero Live on the Xbox One. And then we've got a couple of PS2 games. We've got Bionicle Heroes, like a Lego type game I think it is. Looks like kind of Transformers Lego type game. And then we've got Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. So that's all for games from the boot fair. I really didn't get that many, and there wasn't. I mean, I know I saw other people get a few, but honestly, it was pretty bleak at the first boot fair. So the second boot fair, I picked up this Switch Lite case. Now I do have a Switch Lite, as you can see just behind me here, and this is actually quite a nice case. This will probably replace the case that I'm using at the moment. It has been opened, so it's not brand new, but it is like, it looks pretty new. This literally looks like it's been opened and then put back together. So for only £1.50, yeah, I'll take that all day long. This sells for about 7-8 quid, but I intend to keep this. So yeah, it's quite hard case, so it's good for travelling. Next we have a empty box. This is an Engage QD console box. It does have its inserts inside it as well. It's got, I don't know, just this manual, user manual. It's got a CD in there as well, and it's got a couple of SIM cards that have been taken out. This was only £1. Now, if I ever do find a Engage QD, then I've got the box for it, and I'm sure that will make it a lot more expensive. But £1 for the empty box, that's not too bad. I'm not like averse to picking up these empty boxes. I picked up an empty PSP box once, filled it up, sold it for a really good profit. So yeah, I'm really not opposed to doing that. And then we have a PlayStation 1 boxed controller. Now, it's been ripped at the top, but it is actually in quite good condition, all things considered. It's in its original blue plastic steel as well, and I've taken it out. It works really nice, and yes, really nice controller. So for a PS1 controller box for £3, I thought that's a really good price. These can go up to like, you know, not in this condition, but they can go up to like £50–60. But in this condition, I'll probably ask about 20 quid for it. So yeah, very, very happy with that. And yeah, I think that's it from the boot fair. So I've got a couple of charity shop pickups as well. Now my aunt Phil got me this, so thank you Phil for these. And it's just, I mean, they're a pound, 20p each, and I'm not even going to go through them individually. Like the only one there that's kind of worth anything are these two. It's like Showtime Boxing and The Sims busting out. Again, I really appreciate it. This will go to the resale pile, but yeah, it's quite a nice little pickup. 5 games for £1 there. And finally, got 2 games that were given to me last week at the boot fair. Again, I want to say big up to Harry. Thank you very much for these games. So we got a Nintendo Labo, which is the game that goes with the Labo kit, like the boxes and stuff, like it's there. Thank you very much for that, Harry. And he also gave me Untold Legends: The Dark Kingdom on the PS3. So yeah, again, thank you for that, Harry. Much appreciated. And yeah, I'm going to play this game because it looks a bit like Bayonetta, so it looks like quite fun. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, hopefully got more hunts coming up for you. Got a charity shop hunt coming up for you, and more boot fairs over pending. So if you enjoyed that, smash that like button, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.